Have you ever made a promise you couldn't keep? A promise so heavy it followed you through life, like a shadow you could never quite shake? Tonight, we step into a story of such a promise, one made in the heart of a decaying manor, haunted by more than just dust and memories. Our tale begins not with a creaking door, but with a sudden, chilling recollection. A promise, buried for years under the weight of time, finally resurfaces. For our protagonist, it wasn't a vow he'd forgotten, but a truth he had been far too young to bear. He finally understood what it meant. He found her in the grand ballroom, where moonlight struggled through grimy windows, illuminating motes of dust dancing like tiny spirits. She was just as he remembered, eternally poised, a beautiful specter caught between worlds. The air grew cold, thick with the scent of wilted roses and regret. This time there was no desperation in his voice, no frantic plea for an escape he once thought he wanted. There was only acceptance, a quiet surrender to a fate woven long ago. He looked into her translucent eyes and said the words he should have said a lifetime ago. I love you. A smile touched her lips, a fragile, ethereal thing. It was the kind of smile ghosts give when a long-awaited truth finally sets them free. It held no joy, no sorrow, just a profound, haunting understanding. The manor, which had been alive with the whispers of unseen guests and the faint echoes of phantom music, fell utterly silent. As she loosened her grip, not on his arm, but on his very soul, her voice was a wisp of wind against his ear. She whispered that his soul still belonged to the living world, that it was meant for sunlight and warmth, not for the cold, lonely halls of memory. The final bell tolled from a clock tower that had been silent for a century. One by one, the spectral candles that had lit the grand hall extinguished themselves, plunging the room into darkness. The ghostly guests, the elegant dancers, the silent observers, they all vanished like smoke. The entire manor seemed to exhale a long, shuddering breath, a release of tension held for an eternity. The wager had been won. He had survived the night. He had faced the ghost of his past and spoken the truth. But the curse remained. A different kind of curse. Not one of chains and specters, but of a love that could never truly be. As dawn broke, painting the sky in hues of gray and rose, he found himself standing alone outside the rusted iron gates. He didn't look back, but he could hear it, the groan of ancient timber, the crash of falling stone. The manor was crumbling, surrendering to the inevitable pull of time, its purpose served. The world was his again. He was free to live, to breathe, to feel the sun on his skin, but freedom felt strangely like loss. He had won his life, but he had left his heart behind. And somewhere, deep within the ruins, amidst the dust and decay, she watched him walk away. A ghost no longer waiting for a promise to be kept, but a memory finally at peace. He was alive, and she was free. And that, in the end, was a love story all its own. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of a haunted promise. If you enjoy stories that linger long after they're told, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tales from the shadows. We have many more secrets to uncover together. Until next time, stay curious.